vile creature erupted from the shadows, captured on camera in horrifying detail that left scientists trembling uncontrollably.
Experts who reviewed the footage were so shaken that some refused to speak publicly, while others admitted they had never seen anything so biologically disturbing, so impossibly wrong. This monstrous entity moved with a sickening elegance, twisting reality, shattering logic, and forcing the scientific community into a panicked scramble for answers. Every frame raises new questions. What is it? Where did it come from? And how many more are out there, lurking beyond the reach of light?
Before we uncover this nightmare, don't forget to like and subscribe now.
The moment this footage surfaced, scientists and wildlife experts froze in disbelief. A silent barn in the dead of night suddenly becomes the stage for one of the most disturbing encounters ever captured on infrared camera. A large livestock dog stands rigid, bristling with raw panic, barking at a towering, gaunt figure prying at the wooden slats of the pen. Its eyes glow unnaturally bright, reflecting light in a way that doesn't match any known mammal. The creature's limbs appear disproportionately long, its posture too upright and controlled to be a typical predator. And yet its movements are jerky, unpredictable, almost as if it is testing the boundaries, calculating whether to break in. Behind the dog, sheep huddle in terror, not moving, not breathing, as though fully aware they're facing something outside the natural order. Experts reviewed the footage frame by frame and agreed on one chilling point. Whatever this thing is, it displays intelligence, intent, and awareness. The creature vanishes seconds later, retreating into the darkness without a sound. No tracks, no fur, no explanation. This footage didn't just confuse scientists. It horrified them. When homeowners checked their doorbell camera the next morning, they expected motion alerts from raccoons, stray cats, maybe a late-night delivery. Instead, they found something so unsettling it quickly reached the desks of biologists and digital forensics experts worldwide. Two enormous humanoid figures, each easily exceeding 12 feet in height, stroll casually down a suburban walkway under a street lamp. They move with purpose, heavy but controlled steps, swaying like creatures accustomed to dense forests, not paved sidewalks. Experts immediately questioned the physics. The shadows cast correctly under the lamp. The gait matched real mass and weight. There was no sign of compositing, green screening, or digital alteration. Yet the creature's proportions break every rule of primate anatomy. Massive torsos, elongated arms, and faces that are eerily expressionless. Residents reported no loud footsteps, no vibrations, no damage. Impossible for something so colossal. These beings appeared and vanished within seconds, leaving no physical evidence, no dents in the soil, no broken branches. Scientists are not just baffled, they are disturbed. Because if the footage is real, then something enormous, silent, and intelligent is walking among us. What crawled out of that murky swamp water is something no biologist has ever been equipped to classify. The creature stands partially submerged, its skin smooth and amphibian-like, glistening as though coated in slime. But the most terrifying feature, those glowing yellow eyes, stare directly into the camera with chilling awareness. There is a disturbing calmness in its posture, almost as if it expected to be seen. Experts analyzing the footage noted its hand structure, long webbed fingers, flexible joints, and a grip resembling prehensile motion. This isn't typical of any known reptile, amphibian, or humanoid species. The creature's proportions mirror something between a frog, a salamander, and an early hominid. Yet no evolutionary path could sensibly merge these traits. Locals claim they've heard gurgling calls and splashing at night for months, but assumed it was just wildlife. After this footage went viral, environmental researchers visited the area, only to discover strange footprints embedded in mud, each with claw-like impressions and an elongated heel. Whatever emerged that night wasn't lost or wandering. It looked like it was exploring, and scientists still have no explanation for its existence. At 7:45 p.m., a homeowner's routine security check turned into a nightmare-inducing discovery. The CCTV system captured a pale, hairless creature crawling low to the ground on elongated limbs like a contortionist stripped of humanity. Its movements are disturbingly fluid and spider-like, shifting rapidly yet silently across the wet pavement. The creature pauses near the door, raising its head slowly, revealing a sunken face with hollow eye sockets, almost skeletal, almost human, but unmistakably wrong. Experts who reviewed the footage couldn't identify any known primate or mammal with such extreme limb proportions. Its body mass is minimal yet muscular, suggesting a predatory creature adapted for stealth and speed. The wet ground reflects its outline perfectly, ruling out CGI overlays or editing tricks. The most unsettling detail? It tries the door. It pushes, tests the frame, and scans the area before scuttling away into darkness. Investigators found no prints and no evidence, just a shaken family who refused to sleep in the house afterward. This footage shook viewers worldwide, but scientists, they were terrified by its purposeful behavior. A cemetery at night is already unsettling, but nothing compares to the chilling footage that surfaced when a graveyard caretaker reviewed the previous night's security logs. A gaunt, skeletal creature is seen hunched over a fresh grave, clawing at the dirt with frantic, unnatural speed. Its limbs are emaciated, bones protruding sharply against its skin, making it look like an animated corpse rather than a living organism. Its movements are twitchy, erratic, but purposeful, almost as if it's digging for something specific. The most horrifying moment comes when the creature suddenly freezes, lifting its head and sniffing the air like a predator sensing danger. Its face is elongated, jaw unhinged, giving it a grotesque, predatory appearance. Experts were baffled. No known animal digs with such posture, precision, or desperation. Some claimed it resembled a mutated hairless canine, but its hind legs bent incorrectly for any dog-like creature. Others suggested a primate deformity, but primates don't dig graves. Authorities searched the site the next day. The grave was disturbed. The coffin had fresh scratch marks on its surface, and whatever dug into it left no tracks behind. Scientists were shaken, viewers horrified. Something out there digs for the dead, and it's still roaming. When the footage first surfaced online, experts dismissed it as another easily debunked hoax, until biologists reviewed the frame-by-frame analysis. In the middle of a sunlit cornfield, a towering skeletal figure emerges, its limbs elongated far beyond human proportion. The creature's posture is disturbingly unnatural, as if every joint bends in the wrong direction. Its ribcage protrudes like armor, and its skin seems fused with dried husk-like textures, blending seamlessly with the corn surrounding it. The videographer's hands shake violently as the lens zooms in, capturing the creature's head turning with a slow, predatory precision. What unsettles scientists most is the symmetrical patterning across its torso, markings that do not match any known animal or human condition. The creature appears aware of being watched, pausing as if assessing a threat before stepping back into the field with eerily fluid movements. Agricultural researchers claim no animal native to the region could reach that height, let alone mimic humanoid characteristics. Zoologists are alarmed by how naturally it camouflages, suggesting an evolutionary adaptation beyond anything documented. If this figure is real, it raises a terrifying question. What else is hiding in the fields, and how long has it watched us? Few underwater videos have rattled the scientific community like this one. A professional diver, fully equipped and experienced, descends into a dark oceanic trench, only to find a figure sitting calmly on the seabed. The creature resembles a mermaid in form only, pale, statue-like skin, elongated fingers, and a massive scaled tail curled beneath it. Even more disturbing are the small, eerie humanoid infants resting in its arms, each with smooth, expressionless faces and large, unblinking eyes. The diver approaches cautiously, his flashlight trembling as its beam lands on the creature's face. Instead of fleeing, the entity lifts its head with slow, deliberate movement. Marine biologists analyzing the footage noted that the creature's eyes appear adapted for extreme darkness, reflecting light in a way similar to deep-sea predators. Oceanographers are baffled by the tail's structure. It moves subtly, almost like a giant eel's musculature, suggesting this being isn't fictional but biologically feasible. Even more shocking is the setting, a cave-like indentation, possibly a nest, raising chilling questions about breeding behavior. Experts fear this could confirm ancient legends of aquatic humanoids. If these beings exist at great depths, they may be far more intelligent and numerous than we ever imagined. A quiet farm night turns into horror as motion-activated footage captures an unidentifiable beast lurking among domestic animals. At first glance, it looks like a mangy canine, but the disturbing details become clear within seconds. Its limbs are too thin, too long, and its spine arches in a grotesque curve. The creature's tail is stiff, reptilian, segmented like an insect's appendage rather than a mammal's. Two dogs in the frame react immediately, one backing away in confusion, the other frozen in fear. Their instincts detect something unnatural. The creature moves sideways, almost crab-like, with jerky, twitching motions suggesting a nervous system unlike any known animal. Veterinarians consulted on the footage insist no disease or deformity could produce such physiology. Its head is narrow and elongated, with reflective eyes that shimmer at the camera's angle, suggesting nocturnal hunting capabilities. The most terrifying moment occurs when the creature pauses, turning directly toward the camera, as if recognizing it is being observed. Some experts speculate it could be a hybrid escaped from illegal experimentation. Others fear it represents a mutation evolving right under our noses. Whatever it is, one thing is clear. This creature is not running from humans. It is studying us. This chilling footage begins in absolute darkness before the camera's flashlight flicks on, revealing a nightmare crawling out from under a bed. The creature's skin is gray and stretched, almost rubber-like, clinging tightly to a thin, skeletal frame. Its enormous eyes glisten with a disturbing intelligence, and its mouth is frozen in a grotesque grin filled with jagged teeth. What horrifies scientists most is the creature's behavior. It doesn't flee from the light. Instead, it crawls closer, knuckling across the floor with long, insect-like fingers. Its grin never fades, widening even further, as if mimicking human expression, but failing to get it right. Behavioral experts note this suggests a predator that studies human reactions. The creature's proportions defy biological norms. Arms unusually long, legs tucked under its torso like a contortionist. Dermatologists examining the footage claim its skin texture lacks pores entirely, resembling amphibian tissue more than anything humanoid. The moment it tilts its head, slow, deliberate, curious, the room seems to freeze. Viewers report a visceral reaction, an instinctive fear response. If something like this can hide under a bed undetected, we may not be alone in our own homes. In one of the most disturbing pieces of footage ever circulated, a bathroom curtain slowly shifts, revealing a creature unlike anything seen before. Its head protrudes first, hairless and glistening, with rows of needle-like teeth set inside a widening, predatory grin. The creature's body is elongated like a monstrous worm, segmented and slick, appearing to slide effortlessly through the gap in the curtain. Zoologists analyzing the footage were shocked by the creature's adaptability. Its skin appears moist and elastic, suggesting an organism designed to move through tight spaces, vents, drains, pipes. The creature emits a faint clicking sound that audio engineers believe could be a form of echolocation. Its eyes are small, yet sharp, scanning the environment with unsettling precision. The bathroom setting only heightens the terror. If this creature exists, it means it can infiltrate human structures undetected, hiding in showers or beneath floorboards. The most alarming detail is the creature's aggression. It opens its jaws wide, exposing layers of teeth designed for tearing, not chewing. Experts warn that if this footage is real, we may be dealing with a parasitic species evolved to live alongside humans, and it may not be alone. Scientists are completely stunned after footage emerged of a grotesque humanoid creature tangled inside a fisherman's net, laughing uncontrollably as if mocking the very people trying to pull it aboard. The creature's skin appears unnaturally pale and slick, like something preserved in deep oxygen-starved waters. Yet its eyes are human. Too human, wide, expressive, and filled with a disturbing awareness that sends chills through even the most experienced marine biologists. The footage shows the creature writhing against the ropes, not in panic, but in amusement. Its smile stretches grotesquely, revealing rows of crooked, rotten teeth. While some claim it might be a mutated marine organism, others insist it resembles descriptions of mythological sirens or deep-sea humanoids rumored by sailors centuries ago. What truly terrifies experts is its behavior. Rather than reacting like a trapped animal, the being appears delighted, almost as if it allowed itself to be caught, almost as if it wanted to be seen. Several specialists have raised alarms about unknown species adapting near human fishing routes, while others fear this could be evidence of something far older and far more intelligent than science ever recorded. Whatever the answer is, this footage has left the scientific community speechless and terrified. This disturbing footage has shocked scientists worldwide. A monstrous, multi-limbed entity caught on camera performing what appears to be a ritualistic movement on an abandoned stage. The creature's anatomy defies every biological principle. Its limbs bend backward, sideways, and upward with unnatural precision, as if its bones are liquid or completely absent. Experts who reviewed the video admit they cannot classify it within any known species. Its skin resembles decaying flesh, stretched thin across twitching muscles that flicker like something half alive, half mechanical. Several limbs operate independently, moving with eerie synchronization that suggests intention rather than instinct. Some researchers believe the footage could depict a previously unknown species adapted to environments of extreme radiation or subterranean darkness. Others argue it's something else entirely, not an organism, but a manifestation resembling folklore entities, perhaps inspired by ancient depictions of demon-like beings with multiple limbs. What terrifies them most is the creature's posture. It appears to be bowing, or praying, or performing a ceremonial dance with a purpose no one can decipher. The crowd watching the footage remained silent. Experts who initially dismissed it as CGI now admit, if this is real, we're not prepared. This chilling night vision recording shows a pale, emaciated intruder standing motionless in a bedroom doorway, its body unnaturally elongated, its head tilted like a broken marionette. As the figure slowly steps forward, the camera text glitches, revealing the message, "Let me out." Scientists reviewing the footage are baffled, insisting the creature's proportions do not match any known human condition. Its limbs appear double-jointed, yet it moves with a quiet precision that feels deliberate rather than impaired. The creature's shadow remains strangely detached from the movement itself, as though its body and its silhouette are not fully connected. Experts in cryptozoology believe this might be evidence of a subterranean humanoid species long rumored to inhabit abandoned tunnels and forgotten mine shafts. Neuroscientists, however, raise another possibility. Whatever this is, it understands language, it communicates, it demands. The most terrifying aspect is how calmly it approaches the bed. No aggression, just silent, patient intention. As if it knows who sleeps there. As if this isn't its first visit. The scientific community remains deeply unsettled. The footage challenges everything we know about intruder behavior, human physiology, and the boundaries between folklore and reality. A viral clip has left scientists horrified after a black humanoid sea creature was filmed racing behind a speeding boat, matching its velocity with terrifying ease. The entity emerges from the turbulent wake like a shadow given life, its limbs slicing through the water with predatory precision. Marine biologists analyzing the video confirm no known aquatic species moves in such a manner. The creature's torso appears humanoid, but its arms extend into elongated fin-like structures, allowing it to propel itself forward without visible strain. Its head remains perfectly still, giving the impression that it is locked onto its target, watching the boat occupants with cold, calculated intent. Experts speculate it may belong to a previously undocumented apex predator species. Others fear it represents something intelligently hunting from below. The most unsettling theory? The creature seems unfazed by engine noise or water turbulence. It follows effortlessly, almost playfully, as though studying the humans just as intently as they study it. Footage cuts abruptly when the creature abruptly accelerates, closing the gap to the boat in seconds. Scientists admit they cannot explain its physiology, speed, or behavior, and warn that the ocean may still hide predators beyond anything we've imagined. Home security camera footage has shocked veterinarians and wildlife biologists. A hairless, skeletal canine-like creature slowly emerges from the shadows of a suburban backyard. At first glance, it resembles an emaciated dog, but once it steps into the light, its proportions reveal something far more unsettling. The creature's legs are impossibly long and thin, bent at angles no canine can physically support. Its ribcage protrudes outward like armor plates, while its elongated snout hangs loosely, as if its bones are dissolving beneath the skin. What's even more disturbing is its behavior. It doesn't move like a starving animal. It stalks, it observes. Residents in the area reported eerie howling prior to the encounter, describing it as neither dog nor coyote nor anything natural. Thermal imaging analysis suggests its body temperature is significantly lower than that of any mammal, raising questions about whether it is even warm-blooded. Some experts propose this could be the result of extreme genetic mutation or disease, while others fear it may represent a species previously unknown and potentially dangerous. The calm, almost intelligent gaze it gives the camera at the end has left many viewers unable to sleep. Scientists agree. Whatever this creature is, it should not exist. Scientists were left completely stunned when CCTV from a dim, trash-littered alleyway captured a disturbing figure unlike anything ever documented before. The footage begins quietly, the type of scene you'd expect late at night, empty, motionless, silent. But then, out of the darkness, a long, emaciated silhouette steps into frame. The creature walks with an unnatural, jerking motion, its limbs bending at impossible angles. At first, observers thought it was a person in distress, but the moment its elongated arms swung forward and its canine-shaped head turned sharply toward the camera, everything changed. Biologists who studied the frame-by-frame footage couldn't identify any known species with such proportions. The creature appears bipedal but intermittently shifts to a hunched quadrupedal stance, almost like it's transitioning between forms. Even more unsettling is its shadow. The shape beneath it stretches unnaturally far, as if its body mass doesn't match the silhouette it casts. Authorities who reviewed the footage could not find any physical evidence left behind. No tracks, fur, fingerprints, or disturbances beyond faint scratches along the alley walls. Some experts suggest an extreme deformity. Others believe the entity is something entirely new. The footage remains unexplainable, and viewers worldwide are terrified. This horrifying footage, recorded deep in a swamp at night, left scientists speechless and genuinely disturbed. A lone explorer's flashlight reveals a thin, mud-covered humanoid form emerging from the murky water. But what shocks everyone most is the creature's face, smooth and pale like molded clay, devoid of a nose, and with two oversized, glossy eyes that reflect the light like wet pearls. Just as the camera zooms in, the creature extends a grotesquely long tongue, longer than any known animal proportion, dripping and twitching unnaturally. Experts examining the clip debated whether it could be a mutated amphibian or a human suffering from extreme deformities. But the fluidity of its movements, the elasticity of the tongue, and the symmetrical slits on its head suggest something more biological and predatory, not human at all. The creature's body is muscular, yet deeply emaciated, its ribs protruding like jagged stones under its skin, and its posture, leaning forward, resembles an animal preparing to attack or defend territory. The most chilling detail appears near the end. The creature makes a rapid, serpent-like lunge toward the camera before the footage abruptly cuts off. To this day, analysts cannot determine whether the creature was real, staged, or digitally altered. All they agree on is this: the encounter looks terrifyingly real. In this shocking nighttime clip, a mysterious creature crouches beside an old metal shed, illuminated by a single flashlight beam. Its entire body glistens like polished stone, smooth, hairless, and stretched over unnaturally bulky muscles. The creature's posture is low and predatory, balanced perfectly on all fours. Yet its limbs are strangely elongated, giving it a spider-like stance. Most disturbing is the thick, reptilian tail extending from its spine, swaying slowly from side to side as its glowing eyes track the movement of the camera. Researchers reviewing the footage pointed out details impossible to ignore. The creature's facial structure resembles a twisted hybrid between a primate and a reptile. Its mouth stretches wide into a sinister grin full of sharp, irregular teeth. At one moment, the creature's ears twitch independently, responding to sounds far beyond human hearing. Locals reported that livestock in the area had been disappearing for weeks, and some believe this creature may be responsible. Soil samples taken from the site revealed deep claw imprints far sharper than any known animal in the region. Scientists remain baffled. unable to classify the being or even determine if it is a biological organism or an elaborate hoax. Regardless, the footage has ignited international fear and fascination. Captured inside a crumbling cemetery in Chile, this footage horrified even seasoned investigators. A figure resembling a young girl crouches between broken brick walls, yet nothing about it appears human upon closer inspection. Her eyes are disturbingly large, round, and reflective, more like a nocturnal animal than a human child. Her mouth gapes unnaturally wide, exposing rows of sharp, mismatched teeth, while her limbs bend and twist like she has more joints than should exist. The creature appears to be wearing tattered traditional clothing, but its movement is far too jerky and predatory for a child. When the camera light hits her fully, she freezes, staring directly at the lens with a hunger that sends chills through anyone watching. Moments later, she emits a shrill, animalistic scream, nothing like a human voice, and lunges forward before the footage cuts. Chilean authorities have no official explanation, and locals believe the cemetery is haunted by an unknown entity. Scientists reviewing the behavior noted that the creature's proportions are inconsistent with human anatomy, and her reaction to light suggests a nocturnal predator. Some speculate it may be a staged ritual figure or an animatronic creation, but others disagree, citing the complex organic muscle movements visible in the video. No definitive answer exists, only terror. This clip is perhaps the most disturbing. In a small, dimly lit bathroom, a humanoid head emerges from a hole in the shower wall. It doesn't crawl out, it slides, as if its skin is slick or boneless. The creature's bald scalp is covered in dark spots, its eyes pitch black and sunken deep into its skull. When it smiles, its teeth glisten under the light, long, razor-sharp, and arranged irregularly like a shark caught mid-mutation. Experts analyzing the footage found no visible seams or signs of digital manipulation. The texture of the creature's skin, the reflection in its eyes, and the shadow cast by its jaw all suggest a physical presence. Yet its appearance defies all biological logic. No animal or human could survive with such features. What terrifies people most is the creature's behavior. It doesn't hiss or snarl. Instead, it watches silently, its grin widening as if delighted by the fear it causes. When the camera shifts slightly, the creature tilts its head in perfect synchronization, mimicking human curiosity, but with predatory intent. Scientists cannot classify it, authorities refuse to comment, and viewers remain haunted by the possibility that something like this could be lurking behind the walls, waiting. Scientists are utterly stunned after terrifying backyard surveillance footage surfaced online, capturing what appears to be an abnormally tall, emaciated, human-shaped entity lurking just beyond the reach of two defensive dogs. At first glance, the figure resembles a deformed person, but its grotesquely elongated limbs and unnatural posture immediately indicate something far more disturbing. The creature sways forward like a marionette controlled by invisible strings, every movement slow yet predatory, as if analyzing its surroundings with eerie intelligence. Viewers noticed its legs bending at impossible angles and its spine protruding sharply beneath its skin, hinting at something not bound by normal anatomical limits. The dogs bark and lunge aggressively, but the creature does not react like an animal. It remains eerily calm, staring back with hollow stillness. Scientists reviewing the footage admitted they were at a loss. No known primate or mammal displays such proportions or movement patterns. Some experts suggested it could be a rare medical anomaly, while others fear it may represent a previously undocumented species. Even seasoned wildlife analysts confessed they felt genuine discomfort watching the slowed-down frames. Whether hoax, mutation, or an authentic unidentified being, the video has triggered a global wave of speculation, leaving everyone with the same chilling question: what if this creature wasn't alone? Footage leaked from what appears to be a private residence has left scientists in sheer disbelief. Inside an ordinary bathtub lies a grotesque, pulsating monstrosity covered in wet, fleshy tendrils. The creature's head resembles a hybrid between a deep-sea predator and a malformed mammal, with layers of jagged teeth arranged in unnatural patterns. Dozens of writhing appendages spill over the edges of the tub, twitching like parasitic limbs, moving independently as if each one possesses its own awareness. The skin is semi-translucent, revealing clusters of veins and cartilage beneath its gelatinous flesh. It is unlike anything known to science. Experts examining still frames noted the symmetry of the creature's anatomy doesn't align with any marine species, nor does it fit with terrestrial classifications. Biologists speculated whether it could be an artificially engineered organism or a highly advanced silicone model, but the organic detail in its movement unsettled even the most skeptical analysts. Some researchers voiced concern that if real, this creature might be an invasive, rapidly reproducing mutant capable of surviving in both water and damp terrestrial environments. Regardless of origin, the footage has circulated rapidly, sending shockwaves through scientific communities and raising disturbing possibilities. If this is genuine, humanity may have uncovered a biological horror that defies classification. A chilling nighttime highway recording has left experts speechless after cameras captured a pale, ghostly female figure sprinting unnaturally fast down an empty road. At first glance, she appears human, long black hair flowing behind her, a tattered red dress fluttering violently as she runs. But when the footage is slowed, every frame reveals disturbing truths. Her proportions are subtly wrong. Her arms swing too far forward, her knees lift at disjointed angles, and her speed is far beyond human capability. She covers nearly 50 feet in just a few seconds, her feet barely touching the ground. The most unsettling detail is her expression. Even in the blur, her face appears emotionless, eyes wide, mouth slightly open, as if locked in a trance. Some scientists suggested it could be a case of liminal motion distortion, but the creature's velocity and posture contradict any normal biological explanation. Eyewitnesses reported hearing an ear-piercing scream moments before she vanished into the dark, leaving no trace behind. Theories range from cryptid sightings to altered human physiology, and even digital anomalies, yet none fully explain the footage's bizarre authenticity. Whether a hallucination caught on camera or something far more sinister, the video ignites pure dread. If she was running towards something, what was chasing her? This shocking footage shows two mud-covered humanoid creatures emerging from a swamp-like crater, moving using a disturbing combination of arm strength and powerful tail-like appendages. Their bodies are coated in thick layers of wet earth, but underneath the mud, glimpses of scaled skin and elongated fin-like limbs are visible. Their movements are insect-like, jerking and spasmodic, as though they're struggling to adapt to the surface environment. One creature appears to be communicating through rapid gestures or rhythmic tail strikes on the ground, while the other probes the mud as if searching for food. Scientists evaluating the footage were horrified by the anatomy. Each creature displays features of marine mammals, amphibians, and deep-sea fish, an impossible combination in any known species. Their ability to maneuver both underwater and on land raises questions about their evolutionary origin. Some experts fear these beings may represent an undiscovered amphibious predator. Others speculate that toxic runoff or industrial pollutants could have mutated previously harmless species into these vile abominations. Whatever the truth, the footage indicates intelligent behavior and coordinated movement, suggesting these creatures may not only exist, but may be part of a larger population lurking beneath swamps and riverbeds. The possibility chills even hardened researchers. The final piece of footage is perhaps the most unsettling of all. A creature with long white fur, leathery skin, and grotesquely human facial features sits in what appears to be a dimly lit room. It turns its head slowly, staring directly into the camera with wide, reflective eyes that seem disturbingly intelligent. Its mouth stretches into a twisted grin, revealing mismatched teeth and a disturbingly long tongue curling upward in an almost mocking expression. The creature's arms are long and sinewy, covered in tangled tufts of hair that move subtly as if alive. Its posture is unnervingly relaxed, as though it is entirely comfortable being filmed. Scientists reviewing the footage were particularly disturbed by the facial structure. The cheekbones, eye sockets, and jawline resemble a human's, yet the skin texture and fur growth patterns indicate something entirely non-human. Some anthropologists argue it resembles an evolutionary offshoot, a relic hominid variant long believed extinct. Others suspect advanced animatronics, but the minute muscle contractions around the eyes and mouth suggest organic movement. What frightens experts most is its calm demeanor. This creature doesn't behave like an animal startled by human presence. Instead, it observes, assesses, almost judges. Its expression implies awareness and perhaps intent. If real, this vile being may be far more intelligent than anyone dares to imagine. After witnessing these chilling encounters, one thing becomes undeniably clear. The world we live in is far stranger, darker, and more unpredictable than we often allow ourselves to believe. These vile creatures caught on camera, whether emerging from swamps, sprinting down highways, lurking in backyards, or hiding in the shadows of our everyday lives, challenge everything we think we know about nature, science, and reality itself. Each piece of footage forces us to confront a haunting possibility. There are things out there that defy classification, things we were never meant to understand, and things that may be watching us long before we ever notice them. Scientists may be shocked, experts may be baffled, and investigators may search endlessly for answers, but the truth remains just out of reach, dancing on the edge of the unknown. And maybe that's what makes these mysteries so powerful. They remind us that despite all our technology, all our knowledge, and all our confidence, we have uncovered only a tiny fraction of what truly exists in the shadows of our world. Whether these beings are evolutionary mistakes, undiscovered species, supernatural anomalies, or elaborate deceptions, their presence forces us to ask questions we never planned to face. Are we alone? Are we safe? And what else might be lurking in the dark, waiting to be discovered next? Before we close this chapter and continue our journey deeper into the unexplained, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Mystery Footage Uncovered, because the next discovery could change everything you thought you knew. Stay curious, stay aware, and never stop looking.